the hood, anybody can do it. And now, hold on, wait a minute. Now you sitting here saying that social media and they control social media and blah blah blah, brainwashing people into staying in the hood and whatnot. At some point, you're a whole adult person.
Yes.
That has lived through your experiences, blah blah blah. Now the second that brainwashing or anything like that comes across a conversation that you're having or whatever, you should then think, if they brainwashing me to stay here, why the hell am I not getting the hell out? Now, like I said,
to your mind, but
right, it does. And like I said, I understand it's difficult. Like I do know people that literally still live in the hood, but like at the same time, that mentality that you grew up in or whatever, just like I said when we were talking about race and stuff like that, when you grow up, you're responsible for your own life. If you've been brainwashed and like because it's been mentioned so many times that pretty much everybody should know what the hell brainwashing is. And so if you've been brainwashed and then you realize like, oh shit, I'm being brainwashed, I understand it's hard to deprogram your mind from what you've been groomed in to grow up, but that's just the effort that you have to put forward to get out of it. And now, and like I said, I understand earlier times it was more difficult to do, but as far as today goes, anything is literally possible. You got a working smartphone in your hand, anything is possible. You got like, it doesn't even have to be a Charger. It could be any sort of modern model car. You can go make money with that car. And so, like, to me, to sit here and this is why I'm saying I don't mean to say that it's a one-sided thing, but as far as like if our message is not coming across, then it is on us to come together and deal with the shit ourselves. Like, and as far as like burning down our own communities and blah 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 stuff like that, and you said that like they put liquor stores and everything in the hood instead of clinics and whatnot. Okay, it's true. I know that. I've witnessed it. I've seen it. They do that to every lower class population. I live literally, he's been there in a trailer park. When I tell you that there are literally 5 liquor stores less than a mile outside of this trailer park, they do the same shit because the only difference is race. Now people, especially us, like to think that we are the main ones being discriminated against. An elitist white person doesn't give a fuck about anybody below them. It doesn't matter what race they are because you got these elitists that'll look at somebody coming out of a trailer park, tattooed, tattered clothes, blah, blah, blah. They're just as repulsive as we are to them. And then let's say you take one that acts like us, they hate that person more than they hate us. Literally. Then I can say
that person wouldn't wind up getting shot because of their skin.
They get worse, bro. Johnny's been in prison. He legitimately, bro.
There are more black people getting killed by white.
I'm not saying. I'm not denying that.
Yeah,
I'm not denying that, but I am saying that like white people that associate heavier with black people get treated worse than black people. Like, I know that from experience because I've literally talked to people who have lived through the experience.
Ain't nothing worse than death, dog.
They get killed too. They get tortured.
Not killed like us, though.
I mean, if we just getting shot, we
get shot for having like cell phones and stuff on them. These people, these crazy ass white folks and shit, be coming out with knives and shit, trying to chop up a nigga and just get tased. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we actually get killed. You feel what I'm saying? And as far as that brainwashing, bro, brainwashing starts at an early age. Brainwash starts as soon as you're born.
Like, you're groomed into it.
Yeah, so it's gonna be hard if you in the hood. Like, some people that's in the hood, yeah, they have more than others. But we talking about hood niggas that go home with no lights. Right. Niggas that eat a fucking piece of bread, you know what I'm saying, to keep from starving. What can they do? Niggas that don't have like money to pay for shit.
But it's not just us, bro. Like, there's people that live in this trailer park in a trailer that has literally collapsed on itself. Like, if it rains, rain is coming in their trailer and these motherfuckers still sitting on the couch. Like, damn, that's a pretty storm.
I totally
legit.
I totally get that. I totally get that. Like, I have nothing.
And I'm not just saying this white people. Yeah, everybody. There's literally everybody.
You got nothing against those people. I just feel like in this world that we live in, black people do get treated way worse. You feel what I'm saying? That's how I feel.
I think the common denominator that everybody's missing is opportunity.
Yeah.
I do believe in a phrase where they say there's equality in opportunities versus equality out of outcomes. Everybody's not going to get the same outcome. But now that we do live in
life,
the world,
that's not
and that's life. Yeah, that's not even tapping into race or anything like that. But now we've been fortunate to evolve as a world where technology is abundant, and you can kind of control what you see, what you hear, and what you decide to ingest.
Right.
You can make things happen for you. It's not to say it's going to be a big change, but it could start something. Plant seeds. You can plant something to where after you die out, somebody else will be able to pick the pieces for where you left off. Now, to your point, as far as let's say I'm a multi-million-dollar guy, and I'm gonna use tech because tech is what I'm interested in, and I'm coming from the hood. Yes, you're right. I'm not gonna want to move back there. But I do want to at least present the opportunity to where, hey, you can get out of it.
That's what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying?
However, it is incumbent on them to take that, and really, if they really want that change, there's a bar that Jay-Z says. I know y'all don't like Jay-Z, but
I wasn't gonna
it's
say
a
that.
bar
I'm
that
not saying I don't
says.
like him. I'm just saying that he's not the GOAT folks say he is to me.
Go ahead.
Keep going,
man.
Be that as it may, the bar that he says is, I can't help the hood if the hood don't want to help themselves, and I understand that. If Jay's gonna go back to Marcy Projects and present something lucrative to at least get them into a decent apartment, it might not even be a house, but a decent apartment, it could still give them the motivation to propel to get something bigger than that, because damn, one of my idols came back to Marcy and put this in front of me for the community. It'll give me personally, it'll give me more incentive to want to do something better. Yeah. And not stay in the hood, not stay in the projects.
But
I want
people that don't have this platform or have this opportunity, I get it. Everybody does have the same 24 hours in the day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I do get that. But these dudes that don't have that platform that Jay-Z did, they don't have that talent that Jay-Z had. And to be real with you, I feel like Jay-Z is controlled. Jay-Z is under the white man. You feel what I'm saying? Jay-Z is under him. You feel me? Jay-Z probably had to swallow so much pride that he did not want to swallow to be able to be signed for so long and to be able to become a legend. You know what I'm saying? In this world, you feel what I'm saying?
That just
and some people might just have that pride to where it's like, bro, I'm not about to do what Jay-Z did to become successable.
Okay, but that's based on your moral compass. That's now we're just talking about moral compass. I'm just saying opportunities. Right. If it's presented, it's up to you whether you're going to take it or not.
Go through it.
But what if you don't take it? What if taking that advantage means selling your soul? Because y'all already know how I feel about celebrities. Jay-Z
moral compass.
That's as
compass.
True as stuff like that may be. There's still opportunities to make it that not every person with a bunch of money sold their soul to get there. And I can promise you that people that have made it out of the hood didn't sell their soul to get out of the hood.
I can promise you that when I say sell soul, I'm not really, well, sometimes, I am really meaning selling soul.
I know, yes, we know.
But I can promise you them people did something they did not want to do to get that money, bro. You're not about to be out
put
here.
It in the music, bro. Of course they did.
I'm saying it's not about to be out here rich and famous without doing some stuff you don't want to do, bro. Like it don't happen that way. This world is not set up that
But
way.
you have to be uncomfortable. This world is controlled. You have to have.
This world is controlled by evil, man. I don't know if y'all know. This world is controlled by evil, bro. So I'm telling you, these people did stuff they don't. Even these NBA stars. It took me a minute to understand what Kelsey was talking about. You know what I'm saying? Telling me, because I'm like, nah, bro. These niggas done, put in blood, sweat, and tears to get this talent and all of that stuff. But no, don't get me wrong. Yes, they did put in these blood, sweat, and tears, but they gave up their life in order to do this shit, bro.
You gotta be good at basketball,
Facts, they gave up their life. But if you look at it, bro, there there's probably thousands and thousands of people on this earth who are way better at basketball than the people who are in the NBA.
I know that. Go to
But
fucking
guess
Rucker
what?
Park, bro.
These
Like,
motherfuckers in the
balling.
NBA they're sold to get on this platform so people can see them. You know what I'm saying? These people did that shit, bro. So when we go back to the hood and these folks who are still in the hood, like, and I get what you're saying, these folks, it's stupid motherfuckers who are in the hood with these $80,000 and $100,000 cars and shit, but they stand in a fucked up environment, and instead of, you know, taking what they have, trying to uplift their people, they going out and buying these expensive ass cars and jewelry and all
folks
that
in
stuff.
the same neighborhood.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But it's really motherfuckers out here who is really, you know what I'm saying, struggling.
Yeah.
Struggling, who don't have this platform. It's folks out here, bro, like, going back to, like, cop situation, there's dudes out here, you feel what I'm saying, who get caught with, like, less than a gram of weed. You know what I'm saying? But these niggas giving them 15 and 20 years for that shit. Whereas you can get a white person, these motherfuckers have coke and all this shit, they take it from them and then, hey, bro, you free to go type shit. You know what I'm saying? There are niggas in jail right now on drug charges, bro, and you got weed and shrooms and shit legal all around the world type shit, bro. And you got these niggas who probably have God-given talents and shit like that, who probably do want to help out the world and shit like that.
I mean,
they can't because they locked up.
That's society.
By a system that's designed to keep people who look like me and you down. The system is designed to keep us down, bro.
Okay, so because, like I said, me and Johnny talk about this all the time. Anytime something crazy happens as far as culture goes, we generally have the same conversation, just kind of edited for, you know, whatever particular situation we find. As far as being a part of the system that's designed to keep us down, when you have folks in the hood who are slinging drugs, spinning the block, doing whatever they got to do to stack the money to eventually at one point get out of the hood. Hopefully that's the dream. You're trying to get out of the hood. That's why you're doing what you're doing. All right. So, again, agreed that before this era, it was more difficult to do. But let's say we talk about right now, because honestly, right now is all we got. We can sit here and think about the past. We can sit here and be mad, be sad, be whatever. You know what I'm saying? But technically, that's all memories. That happened already. You can't change it. You can't control it. You can't do anything about it. Now, we have the resources. Like I said, if you got a phone in a car, you could literally be making more than Sally working at the grocery store. You could be making more than Sally working in a fucking call center. You could be making more than Sally being a dental assistant or blah, 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 $25, $27 an hour. You got door dashers, and I'm talking, it's not just for white people, because I had a whole bunch of black door dashers.
I get the whole DoorDash thing, bro, but I'm talking about niggas who don't have that.
I get that, and what you're saying is, like, when you have people that don't give back to the community, that's what I'm saying. We need to be collectively intelligent enough to come together and do that. That's not what's happening. What's happening is these people are making the money, getting out of the hood. They might put out a little cookout or something for the hood. They might do blah, 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 this, that, and the third. None of that is anything but tax write-offs. I'm making all this money back anyway. Why not go host a cookout? You feel me? So, like, to me, that's not doing nothing for the hood. And this is why what bothers me, because it's been spoken on a couple times in conversations, whereas why don't you see a white man on a platform saying, let me help, you know, these people out or whatever, blah, 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 this, that, and the third. It's because not everybody, but people in the movements that are fighting against white people are sitting here flaming white people trying to assist us. Eminem literally put his career on the line going against Trump, and T.I. got on fucking social media and shit on him. You feel me? So, like, there's help. And I'm not just saying it's just coming, that's facts. But, and then on top of that, you got this is not a typical situation, but same person, T.I. did all that, you know, roasted Eminem for trying to help black people. You don't know our struggle, blah, blah, this, that, and third. Okay, they don't have to know our struggle to help us with it. But at the same time, T.I. recently is filmed going around town bothering literally everyday white people, talking about, what was the fucking, the acres and all that shit, not compensation, not retribution, reparations, yeah, you talking about reparations and shit. Bruh, I literally have serviced his house multiple times, okay? Like, I know how he lives. I've seen him, literally. You live in a $15 million house. You pulled up to this person coming out of their job in a $200,000 vehicle, and you talking about why he's not giving back to the hood.
Like I said with the celebrities, man, I feel like
But
all of them are actors. That's
fair.
That's all
but
that
these are the people that we use as icons, though. Like you guys.
These are the people that everybody else uses.
No, not us. But there are a very strong portion of our culture is run by the people that we place as icons. You got Gates, T.I., name one. You feel me? Those are the people who are putting the stuff that white people are feeding the hood out. Okay? So sure, they may be controlled to do that, whatever, blah, blah, blah. They control what they're putting out and all that shit. But it is literally at some point up to us to look at that and see that, like, this way ain't really working. It worked for him. That's cool. Like, he made it. But just the same as in the percentile that comes out of high school and goes to a professional sport, it's the same thing any way it goes. Nobody in this life is guaranteed to make it to be a millionaire. There's billions of people who have died and not had a lifetime earning of $1 million. Never. Not even close. Okay? So, like, when it comes down to it, we have to come together. There's no trying to sit here and go for help anymore, because clearly it didn't work. Quietly, aggressively, whatever. It didn't work. At some point, we have to look at ourselves, and instead of trying to flex and be like, hey, I got all this shit, and trying to put on for your homies who literally ain't, you in the same spot. You feel me? So, like, these people who come up, and I'm not talking about celebrities anymore, these people who come up and do make money, oftentimes don't turn around and, like, I'm not saying you got to give your half your salary back to the hood, but at the same time, you could sit here and put folks on, because, like, this is what white people's main issue with immigration is. They come here, they set up shop, they stick together. You got 15 Mexicans, you got 15 Asians, you got all these people in one house that pool their resources and not just pay for their own houses. They pool their resources. You're going to get this house. This couple of people is going to go over there. Y'all do the same shit over there. Next house. You're going to get this house. Not individuals. You're going to get this house. Couple people go over there, do the same shit over there. And they literally start spiderwebbing. Yeah. So, like, legit. They set up their own compounds, their own civilizations, their own villages, whatever you want to call it. They come over here and do that. The sad part is we've been here this long and have no idea how to do that. Yeah. You feel me?
Going back to the programming and the schooling that we get as black people, of course we're not going to do that. You know what I'm saying? Because
Mexicans, Asians, and all them doing the same. They going to the same schools.
Mexicans, Puerto Ricans, all of these folks, they're from different countries, and their families are from different countries, bro. So they got that instilled in them. Their families are teaching them that. We don't get that because, bro, we don't get that because of the schools and the programming that we go through.
So you tell me you got to be educated to learn how to work with your man next to you?
I'm not saying that.
Then what's
I'm saying that programming in the TV, what we see ourselves as once we get money is fuck that nigga. So if they're learning that, if they're looking at that being programmed, so when these black people do get in a position of power or with money, it's fuck that nigga. Like, why would I help you out? You ain't with me shooting at the gym. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Well, then to that point, I think we need to let that older generation die out. Yeah. To bring in the newer, because we're pretty much up next. Right.
But
you know what I mean?
The newer generation is still learning what the older generation is learning.
Not the way the internet is.
No.
You got a lot of people that's not listening to their parents right now. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like they're going off their own.
They're literally going off the opposite of what their
parents I don't think he's saying there's only one program, because like y'all said, it can be family program as well.
Yeah. It's more than not listen to. You can not listen to your family but still have that mindset of fuck that nigga. You know what I'm saying?
That has to die out then.
But I'm saying, how can that die out when we are portrayed and we are being programmed by what we watch on TV?
Well, then, like I said, the
resources that by the United States, our government, you know how they portray us. Like I said, this system, I look at it this way, bro. We as black people, we are y'all's people, bro. We are y'all's people, so of course we're gonna have it the hardest in this lifetime. We're gonna have it the hardest on this earth because we are y'all's people. We are people of God. Not saying that nobody else is people of God, but we as black people with melanated skin, we are people of y'all.
He also says, don't conform to the world either. Yeah,
exactly.
You live in it, but don't conform to the world. We still gotta be our own person to live our life.
I understand.
Which is why the resources that we have now, we have equality of opportunities. Now, I'm not saying we're gonna have the same outcome as Joseph and Stephen and Sally, but we do have these opportunities to where, especially this generation right now, that we can do something. We can bring the new wave of thinking and unity and family, you know, because truth be told, the shit that we learned from our family, that doesn't work now. It doesn't work today. It's outdated information. That's why I say this older generation unfortunately has to die out. It has to. We're not saying
anything
right.
We're
not saying that.
It's going to take the relics that still carry on the same tradition to find their way on out. And and legitimately, one of them fell off actually recently. But anywho, bear with me. I'm gonna aim this at you now.
Oh God.
Oh.
No, I'm not being disrespectful. I'm just using you as a prime example.
I get it.
You yourself said that you came up in the hood, right? I have witnessed you become one of the greatest people that I respect in my life. Okay.
Yes.
So I've watched you. You not only got out of the hood, you turned around and put people on. You worked at Kmart, you put Monet on at Kmart. You worked at SGD, you put me on at SGD. You put multiple people on SGD. You came out of the hood with the mentality of that shit fucking sucked, and then I'm going to help my brother. Yep. All right, so now you also have family that lived in the same environment, came up in the same environment, that stuck to it. Now, as far as that goes, the portion of people that come out like you is far smaller than the people that don't. You feel me? The people that stayed there had the same experiences as you did. You just had the mind to take those experiences and go the other way. Now it is up to people like that to keep pushing on the people that are going the other way and say, hey bruh, like I hear you complaining about, hey, so-and-so got locked up, blah, blah, this bullshit. There's another way. You know what I'm saying? Because the same people that are waking up to their lights off, that are waking up to eat literally bread sandwiches for breakfast and all that stuff, they do grow up. They do eventually get to the point to where they are consciously able to make the decision that leads their life, regardless of brainwashing or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Once you're made known of it, it is up to you to put in the work, because I've seen you have one of the best work ethics that I know. Like, I put you up against anybody else that I know that works. So, like, it's up to them to then put the effort in to make that change. And what's sad is that you have people that know they're being brainwashed and still keep right on going into the system that's built against them. Now, this is the problem that bothers me about that, is because why would you continue the lifestyle that guarantees to put you in the crosshairs of that system? Like, okay, so fuck the police. All right, so why is it fuck the police? They locked me up for pulling a kick door on so-and-so. It's literally the police's job to catch somebody doing something wrong. Okay, that's the job. That's white, black, Asian, Mexican, whatever nationality it is as a police force. I understand they're just chess pieces in a game, blah, 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 blah. I get that. But at the same time, it's their job. You have a job, we all got jobs, okay? So it's their job to do that. How can you? So that's like me coming into Subway and saying, fuck you for doing your job. You feel me? Like, legit. Like, I ain't like the way you made that sandwich. Do it again. Fuck you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's literally what you're saying, because when I'm pulled over... Go ahead.
I was about to say, I feel like I'm one of the fortunate
Yes,
ones.
you are.
You feel what I'm
Absolutely.
saying?
That's why I use you as a prime example.
When I say fortunate, I mean fortunate as far as the family that I was born into. Because let's say, you know what I'm saying, my mom did stay in Decatur. You know what I'm saying, stayed there. I would probably be one of them hood niggas, bro. It's all about the environment that you stay in, bro. And if you're put in that environment and you can't get out of that environment, my mom was just lucky enough to get a call from Oxford. You feel what I'm saying? She was lucky enough to get a call from Oxford. got a job at Oxford, and still really
And
couldn't
grinded,
move.
and grinded.
Still really couldn't move out of Decatur until she got a second job working at Kroger. Then we moved out here to Oxford, and then moved to Covington. But people don't get that fortunate. And Pete, I feel my mom told me this, so she feels that way too. If you look at her name, Janice Keaton, you know what I'm saying? The only real reason she probably got a call back from Oxford is because they thought that lady was white. I'm not even going. And then y'all know how my mama sound when she get on the phone. Y'all know how she sound. You feel what I'm saying?
I mean, I've got people about I was white.
You feel what, like
I get that.
And you feel me? Like my mom don't sound like no black woman. You feel what I'm saying?
But she took the system and freaked it though.
I guess
you know what I'm saying.
And it's
what I'm saying. Definitely got credit the generation before us because a lot of us probably would have ended up in the hood if it wasn't for our parents.
But shit, look at it this way here. When you got people who growing up in the hood and they don't have the right mindset, and they fuck around and they name their son Jaquarius, something. You know what I'm saying? Jaquarius. You know what I'm saying? Somebody gonna look at that application because you already know in a higher power.
A person named Lamangelo and Arangelo.
In a higher power, you got white people, or you might even have a black dude in a higher power with that white person mindset or with that fuck that nigga mindset. You see Jaquarius on a damn application, you gonna be like Jaquarius. The fuck? And wrong. Nah, we ain't going with that.
Literally been in the office.
Do y'all
that happens
know?
with me?
Yeah,
because to a white person, my name is Taryn.
Yeah,
but it's pronounced Tehran.
Do you know on my Quest application, and I took a test for Quest in the 3rd grade. You feel what I'm saying? Got in, but do you know on my Quest application that I couldn't even put Silk, nigga? I put C.J. Keaton, bro. I put C.J. Keaton, bro. Cause the black dude at the school, the fucking what do you call them? Administrators, whatever. The dude at the school told me straight up, yeah, we ain't gonna put your first name. We gonna put your first initial and your middle initial, and I want you to write Keaton.
I got raised on the Quest.
What? Why I gotta do that? Why I can't be Silk?
Yeah.
You know, why I gotta be CJ?
That's the system.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling you, bro, it's hard, bro. It's every day we wake up as black people, it is hard.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I'm not in any way disagreeing with that. I'm only saying that life is not guaranteed. No one, hopefully, is saying that life is going to be fair. And there are people born with good circumstances. There are people born with shitty circumstances, and everybody across the way is going to find their different pathways. So there's something I know some people that grew up rich and live in the hood today, like straight up. But like at the same time, regardless of how unfortunately difficult it is, you still have to put the effort to make the change. Like, and that's not just we're not even talking about getting out of the hood. We're talking about life. Let's say you've had a bad habit, or you have a way about you that you've grown into that's like really tough to get rid of. You finally come to the conclusion that I need to stop this. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't have the conviction to look at themselves and be like, I need to change. You feel me?
Yeah.
And that's regardless of somebody coming into them saying I need to change, blah, 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 this, that, and the third. But like, that's something has to come into that person's life to tell them that they need to change. And like, and what's unfortunate is that there's literally, I mean, that's a perfect example. But like, it's unfortunate that you have people that have such strong opinions about things with like literally no basis to stand on as far as to do anything past tell you what their opinion is, because they're so busy yelling what their opinion is. You feel me? Like, and that's where my problem is, because like I've literally every walk of life between rich and poor, like my whole life I've been there. Okay, so like I was born fortunate. Thankfully, my father's family is pretty prominent in Kentucky. Whatever, mom's family was actually pretty prominent back in their day. Like my grandfather owned a TV shop, blah blah blah, this, that, and the third. But because back in that time they were black, they still lived in the ghetto. Like they might have had money to live on the better side of the ghetto, but like they're still in the ghetto. But they did make it out, and that was because it was also the same way it is in any other culture. When you have someone in the family or whatever to tell you that like this is the way you need to go, you go that way. But on the other side of that spectrum, when you have, because there's moms out there telling their kids to get on the block. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Like, go get the money. You feel me? At some point, whenever you, like, to me, and this is, like I said, it's not just cultural, this is anything that happens in life. I've watched people let habits or things destroy their life, and they still sit there and revel in it continuously. But complain about it day in, day out. Got all the energy in the world to talk about how you fucked up. Like, your life is fucked up. I can't get out of this. Blah, 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 this, that, and the third. That's what they spend their time doing. Ain't got no type of conviction to push forward and make the effort to make the change that needs to happen to get them up out of it. And unfortunately, like T-Mac said, that's them old ways just gonna have to fall off the mat. You feel me? Like, because there's some people that you will not get to. There's some people that you cannot reach. There's some people who are so strong-minded and set on the fact that, like, how I feel is right and fuck everybody else. Yeah. And you feel me? That needs to go. Now, what's sad is that, like, the people in the hood keep getting this culture fed to them, keep getting this brainwashing fed to them, and it's like they love it. Like, they legitimately incorporate it. So, like, Gates will say something on a song, I see it all the time, and you got motherfuckers living by that. You feel me? Literally, oh, that man the realest in the game, because, like, Gates is my favorite rapper. I personally separate craft from life. Okay? You feel me? Like, you got to, actually, these days, if you, especially like you said, celebrities and all that shit, like, you gonna have, like, you gonna have to overlook some things, you feel me? But at the same time, at any point in any person's life, if you watching people die, go to prison, blah, 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 this, that, and the third, I really honestly don't see how anything can be so hard as to make you change from that. Like, how can you see that every day, complain about it, but still live it? I understand the brainwashing, but, like, if it's in your face, everybody sees the shit, and not everybody takes it the same way. I listen to the music because the shit ride on beat. Every once in a while somebody will say something, I relate to that shit. It ain't got nothing to do with slanging dope and killing people, you feel me? Like, that just sounded good on the beat, my bad. Like, you feel me? Like, it was riding. But, like, that's where it stops, literally. I don't sit there and be like, damn, well, I need to get on the block. I ain't even gonna say pushing it. Nope, I'm not gonna do it. Push P. I need to go push it. I need to get on the block and push P. It's the same thing. Whereas, like, let's say you surrounded by drug addicts, right? To me, I will never understand how somebody will watch somebody smoke meth, heroin, crack, whatever. Watch it destroy their life and be like, I need to get in on that shit, bro. You feel me? And that's exactly what's happening in the hood. Legit. Because, like, you watching your homies die, all these people, and this is where I'm really sad with the way music is progressing, particularly in our culture, because you used to have rappers that talked about what they did, got out, and then either A, rap about what they did, or B, rap about how to get out. You feel me? Stay away from that. You know what I'm saying? Don't do what I did. You used to have that. Now you got motherfuckers talking about the shit they did yesterday. Yeah. You feel me? They putting that on the track. Real shit. And then legit, because just for shits and giggles, I was like, I'm gonna look that shit up for real. And these cases that they talking about, like, all right, hopefully I don't wind up putting a target on myself, but, like, it's something that needs to be drawn attention to. There was a line that, okay, I'm not even gonna say his name, put out by an artist talking about got it back in blood, you ain't know that's how it's supposed to be.
Oh, I already know what you're talking about. Got it. Got it.
You got folks that heard that line and was like, that spit, bro. Like, goddamn, that shit really fucked up. Like, getting off on it. Yeah. That's toxic. Yeah. That is not something that you should find yourself lining up with. Yeah. You are faced every single day with the choice to live that life that you complain about or try to do something to get away from it. If you want it that bad, you'll die to get out of that. These motherfuckers are dying to be in the system created against them that they complain about. And stay in it, revel in it. To me, I'm looking at the hood life and I'm like, I mean, it sounds cool over a beat, but
in practicality,
I'm good on that, fam. Like, you feel me? I don't want to be rolling around and, like, if I gotta look over my shoulder for the rest of my life to push this Rolls Royce, ain't no way in hell that Rolls Royce worth it at all. Period. Ever.
Man, I was listening to this podcast, man, and somebody brought up a good point. As far as millennials, we had toxic rap culture.
Yeah.
We all want to go
it was there for
change.
sure, yeah.
We all want to go change. We all want these cars and all that, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
Even the generation before us, it probably wasn't as deep as it was for our generation, but it was
Those
still
was
out there.
freaks, boy.
Yeah, they was just
Yeah,
freaks,
yeah.
storing up, you know,
Nasty.
storing up that pure coat back
Why you
then.
think
You know,
so
all that
much
stuff.
of us?
Right. And then that's another thing.
Oh, wait.
Go ahead.
Before you go, speaking of that,
I may get beat by the way.